a female rival?
Mm-hmm. Adversary, adversity.
Adversary, rival, trouble. You tight? A brother was born for trouble. A brother was born for rivalry. A brother was born for, it even say anguish in there, don't it?
Anguish, affliction, distress.
Anguish, distress, affliction.
Tribulation and trouble.
I was like, hold on now, because I know some siblings that kind of love each other, you know? According, like, they flesh and blood, they love each other. As far as I know, they stand each other. But why did it make the distinction? Remember, Solomon is talking according to the Spirit. Brothers and sisters, I could be wrong, but you do some further research and let me know what you come up with. That's why we have Bible studies during the week. People bring stuff up. I believe here, and I'm speaking as a man from what I see, I believe here that the friend represents what is spiritual and the brother represents what is flesh. Because you already know that here the word for family is a circle of relatives, but it's also a certain class of persons. So now, just think about it. Your flesh and blood brother or sister, you grown up with all your life into adulthood. Some people find themselves not even having really close relationships with their siblings. Right? Because we just what? Different class of people. We are a circle of relatives, but for some reason once adulthood gets here, if we not on the same page mentally, we'll find ourselves not really dealing with each other too tough. We might see each other when mama say I'm cooking, y'all come over, your brother gonna be here. Oh, what's up, son? Hey, how you doing? How my nephew? Word. I already told him I said what's up. That's the relationship between flesh and blood. But you'll find yourself with a certain class of person, which is also family, because you and that person relate in life matters here. And that's why this person can love you at all times. Where with your brother, you can find adversity, you can find anguish, distress, trouble. But somebody who really your friend, if you really think on it, you ain't really had that much trouble with that person. You have not had the things you had to go through with your flesh and blood sibling. Think of anybody got a sister or a brother, be honest with yourself and tell me in your life you haven't had anguish, distress, trouble, or any of that rivalry even. Y'all heard of the term sibling rivalry? I'm talking about when y'all grow up together. See, it's different if you never grew up with a sibling and they came, you grown and now your mama have a baby, you 20, now you got a little brother. That's different because you might not grow up with that child. But I'm talking about you grew up just a year or two behind or above each other, and you tell me that to this day, there isn't a friend that loves you more, or who you honestly admit in yourself, you love them more than you do your own flesh and blood person you grew up with. Why? Because y'all just not on the same page. That don't mean you don't, and I'm not saying you don't care about them at all. What I'm saying is, this right here, this my man. Or this right here, this is my girl. Yeah, that's my brother. That's my sister. Your brother came to you like, I'm hungry. You like, oh yeah, man, I got something to eat for you. Your sister come to you, hey, you know, I need this. I got, yeah, sister, you my sister. I love you. I got a couple dollars. But if you see people only when y'all need to borrow something from each other, or every now and again at some event, you tell me that you don't have a better relationship than that somewhere in this world. With somebody who not related to you as far as y'all got the same mother and father, so on and so forth. This is what Solomon means by a friend loveth at all times. He is showing you what is spiritual versus that which is natural. Because you and this person naturally have been together. You and a friend, y'all had to connect on a mental level in order to start to be around each other. And the mind is spiritual, brothers and sisters. The flesh is carnal. That's all he's saying here. Let us go to something else. Go over to chapter 18 right quick. Oh, I was always like, yo, a brother is born for adversity. I'm like, hold on. But, you know, that's why I've been got rid of that term, blood is thicker than water. Long, long time ago. No, it's not. That's a lie. Whoever made that up is a liar. Proverbs 18, verse 24.
A man that hath friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother.
Is that true? You got a friend that stick closer than a brother. Some people got siblings y'all ain't talked to in years. Some people got friends that they think about every day. They want to talk to at least once in the day, a couple times in a week. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, what's up? Hey, we getting up? Such blah blah. Yeah. Person could call you with their troubles and y'all be feeling it on the phone, crying with each other, laughing with each other, worrying with each other, whatever it is, because y'all just got this mental connection that ain't got nothing to do with y'all flesh, really. And there is a friend that stick closer than a brother. That's why a friend loveth at all times. That's all Solomon trying to do is show us something here. There's a relationship that started because of the certain kind of person you are. And you got these relationships that you had no choice but to accept because we got the same mother and father. That relationship ain't true love relationship just because y'all born in the same family. True love is an example of how friends come together. That's why when Jonathan died, David said, man, that man gave me a better love than a woman could give me. Because he wasn't talking about the flesh, right? Yeah, Jonathan can't do what Bathsheba do, or Abigail. He ain't talking about that. He ain't talking about laying up and cuddling. No. That man was talking straight emotional bond and mindset, like, yo, me and Jonathan was here. And what we had was better than what I could get from a woman, because he basically let you know all he really had with probably a woman was flesh. But what he had with this man was like, yo, me and this man is here. This man put his life on the line and get in trouble with his daddy to make sure that his dad didn't get me. Jonathan and David loved each other at all times. And look in your own life for that. And some people don't have that, and that's sad. But Christ has come to give it to us, and we won't take it, some of us. Because we think that the gospel is something else, and it has simply been put to us, oh no, see, once we found out that it was going to go further than just seeing each other on the Sabbath, that's when we all started to be pricked and wonder, well, hold on, well, what is you asking then? Because I'm cool right now with just being a cool brother around everybody. I was saying, like, man, he pretty cool. That's my man. He all right. That was chill enough for me. Let's do that for the next 50. Till we all give up the ghost or something. I mean, honestly, that's all people have in these churches. They don't have the reverence of, I will do whatever I got to do to make sure you okay. Whatever it take within righteousness and reason. Yeah, churches, people coming from a shelter, having a good sermon going back to the shelter, left alone to try and work out their life. But that was brother such and such. That's brother such and such, right? Would that be your brother? Would that be your mama? I don't know. And if it was, even the world would spit against you and say, yo, you wretched. You wouldn't help your own mama. That's your own blood. That's your brother. You ain't gonna help your brother. I mean, cats who ain't got no fear of God will be like, dude, that's your brother, man. You ain't gonna do nothing for your brother. Because they are flesh. And what we talking about is spirit. Brother, would you go in that Hebrew dictionary again? Go to page 153. You might just want to leave it like at the dictionary section, because we got a couple more before this is over. At page 153 in the Hebrew dictionary. The word friend that Solomon used in that chapter said it's a friend that stick closer than a brother. Excuse me. That watermelon was coming back up a little bit. Number 7453.
153.
Number 7453.
7453.
Yes.
Okay.
This is a good one right here. Because I think I know what the word friend means. But I was like, no, I don't. I didn't know all friend encompass. But I'm going to admit, a couple of them, I had that idea. But let's just be more concrete with finding out exactly what it means. And then once we understand